All right, drone video. I don't know if you can see the sign. This is track 20, directly bordering the National Forest in Howell County, Missouri. It's surveyed. It's a little over 7 acres in size. We're looking east. You can see the easement road. The property sits on the right, so we're looking easterly directly over the property. It has a ton of frontage. Its entire north side has frontage on that easement road, and then actually the entire east side borders the National Forest for about 250 feet. We're at the west side now, but we're facing east and we're heading east. So I believe we're going to do a full flyover and kind of check out the National Forest as well. Heavily wooded, as you can see. Topo map. I'm looking at the topo map while we're also doing this voiceover. Where we are, the west side appears to be basically level. And then once you go easterly, it looks like 400 or 500 feet, it starts to slope down, but it doesn't appear on the topo map to be a steep slope. It just looks like a steady kind of gradual slope down. There we go. And then as we get closer to the east side, right at the bottom of the screen right now, you can see kind of that cleared area. That's a little road or trail that goes southerly onto the property. It's right on the east side of the property. So now we're actually looking at the Mark Twain National Forest. So that directly borders the property. We're kind of slowly orienting, and we're going to be looking southerly in a moment. We're turning that direction. So that's basically pretty much all National Forest. As we mentioned, the entire east side borders a pretty large tract, 400 or 500 acres of National Forest. And then there are tens of thousands of acres right in this area that you can get to within a few seconds. We've actually spun all the way around, and we're looking westerly now. So right now the property is on the left side of that easement road. The trees and whatnot, that's not from any logging. That's just from the road being widened out, improved. This area was logged, I don't know, 20 years ago maybe, roughly. We didn't see any signs of any recent logging. Okay, so now we're looking back easterly, National Forest on the right, and we can't actually see the property because we're directly over it. Or did I get confused? Nope. So yeah, we're looking easterly on the easement road. If we kept going easterly, we would eventually end up at the county road, which is where the easement road starts. Okay, there we go. So at the bottom of the screen, you can see the easement road, obviously, but that trail that comes off of it, perpendicular to it, that's on the east side of this property. It goes directly south. So as we look on the right side of that trail, including the trail, that's the property. If we look on the left, that's the National Forest. So the trail itself actually goes over tracks 20, 21, 22, all the way down to 27, but it's really just an old dozer lane, essentially. That is not a trail for someone to cross over your property to get to 21, 22, etc. But it gives you great access, and only you, great access to your property if you have track 20. So you can pull off right there on the east side, and that little trail we saw does run the whole east side of the property. So now as we're going westerly, looking westerly, property's on the left of the easement road, and we're flying westerly back to where we kind of started. On the east side of the property, it's about 250 feet north to south, where it borders the National Forest. As you go westerly, since it borders the easement road and the easement road curves a little bit, the dimensions change, but you can see it on the listing page. It's, I believe, about 1,600 feet from east to west. A lot of different spots for building or camping or whatnot. If you need a big level area, you got the west side for that. Actually, the topo map kind of indicated there was another fairly large level area almost adjacent to the National Forest on the east side, which is cool. And the Jeep is parked on the easement road, I guess toward the west side of the property. That meadow across the easement road is going to pull in a lot of deer. The hunting is phenomenal in this area. I mean, the location is amazing. Deer and turkey and National Forest and close to West Plains. And, oh, we went black on the video. So yeah, check out the listing page if you're not already there. That's tract 20 at the Devil's Backbone Project in Howell County, Missouri. Surveyed property, 7.11 acres in size. Not only direct national frontage on the National Forest, direct frontage on the National Forest on its east side, but you did see that little trail where you can pull right onto the property by the northeast corner, and that is, as we mentioned, not an easement for anybody to cross your east side. You can just pull right onto your property with that. Super private, nice tract.